and welcome to Down the Wormhole. Today is a user requested video. I got asked, what do you feed your fish, how much, all that kind of fun stuff. So I thought I'd make a little bit of a video. It was mostly geared towards the goldfish, so it happened to be on a really great day that I was going to the local pet store. I love the bags that they give out. I like to recycle them after as well. And yeah, check and see what we got. I think one of the big bonuses is he got his new calendars in, so these were up. They've got all sorts of critters in there, so I was happy to take one. He just lets us have them for free, all sorts of things in there. Thank you so much. I think the kids got it up in her room from last year, and I'm sure she will enjoy this one again. As for the fish food that I picked up, this is kind of more aimed at these guys over here. I am so glad I'm out of the old Akari and back to my bug bites. You have no idea. I'm sure the goldfish will enjoy the odd one of these when she gets a little bit bigger. I'm definitely going to try and feed her some, so I thought you might like to see that for future. This is a definite staple. Loves the flake food, and I love this cobalt, the worm medley especially. Really enjoy it, love what's in there. I do believe that it does have some bloodworms in it, but it doesn't bother me yet, but I do wash my hands after I eat with it anyway, just in case. But I do love any worm kind of formula in a fish food. It just seems to really enhance the growth. Another thing that I picked up that I do definitely feed the fish, but I got two of the same guys here, so I will show them. One is the worm medley on the Nutrifin Max, and one is the algae tabs as well. This guy just break in half and give this guy usually one half in the morning, one half in the evening. With these I about break them into quarters, same kind of idea. About 4 feedings a day if I can. Sometimes it's only 3, but I do try to make sure, unlike right now, that I keep some duckweed in the water for sure, because that is always welcome. So that was some of the food that I did get from the local fish store. I picked up some filters because I don't even have the right size filters in that tank, so I got somewhere to fix that. So we will be doing that for the rest of the video, and I will definitely show some examples of some of the other things that I feed this goldfish so that you can get a better idea of what I do, and then do what works for you. These are just my kind of recommendations on what I do and what works for me, but make sure you do what works for you, because that's what's gonna work. So here, let's check this out. So here we are with my Goldie. I'm just feeding pellets here. He missed it originally, but he does like to try and figure out what I'm feeding him and where it is as soon as possible. But he never knows what he's gonna get. Sometimes it's floating pellets, brine shrimp, but he's always got an interest in food. So at this size, I'm feeding him about half of one of those pellets, and I feed the same way with the spirulina tabs, but they're a bit bigger, so I put them into quarters. I try to feed him at least 3 or 4 different things a day at different times. The duckweed I do grow in the masses in a couple of my tanks, and that I do try and keep in the tank available at all times. It is high protein, really good goodie for this guy. I just make sure there's no shrimp in there to knock off any snails that might be crawling around in there as well. I thought I'd show off a little bit of the calendar, the fish section. But with the peas, these were just frozen. I boiled them for about 2 minutes, shell them, really simple, a little bit time consuming if you do want to do a lot of critters with them, but they are very beneficial for a lot of fish. This guy eats about 2 peas at a time, I would say, at the moment. And they are definitely one of his favorites. I'm sure he just loved this video too. All sorts of goodies. Like I said, I also feed these
recipes to a lot of different fish in there. It does help with their digestion and clean out their tract. I also feed it to the female bettas as well. So thank you guys all for watching. If you have any more questions with this, please give me a holler, let me know. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys all next time. Have a great day all.